Hey guys, Marsenkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the hint we got yesterday, as most people predicted, was going to be for an LR Gotenks. He is Super Saiyan 3. So the card is just straight up Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Still haven't looked at his details. They've just been posted. We're recording this live. Obviously I have no idea. Maybe he fuses in the intro, but just because the hint was like the 7 and 8 like fusing together doesn't necessarily mean that that was going to be in the card animations or anything, right? So that still remains to be seen. But he is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and straight away we can see, before we even bring up the full card details, that his leader skill is Majin Buu Saga, which is honestly exactly what we wanted. I've been talking about this for a while with these superclass units that have come out, like the EZA for the Goku and Vegeta that we just got today, the Super EZA for Gohan, all of this stuff. These guys all needed like a proper leader to be on like together. So this guy having a 200% leader skill for Majin Buu Saga definitely was the way to go. The art's pretty cool. Got the Super Saiyan 3 ghosts there as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what he is doing. So Buu Saga lead 200%. Someone mentioned this in the chat, but yeah, he doesn't have limit breaking form, which is super weird. I think that makes him like the only Super Saiyan 3 unit other than Rose, because obviously Super Saiyan 3 Rose is a bit weird, but like that makes him the only Super Saiyan 3 that doesn't have it, which is weird. But yeah, he is a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. He is TEQ, so technically the same. He is the same as the same typing and name as the Super EZA. But yeah, let's take a look at his details. So key 7, attack and defense 200%, additional defense 77% when receiving an attack, and after receiving an attack, additional 77% attack within the same turn. Okay. Reduces damage received by 22% for 5 turns from the entry turn. Additional defense 77% and reduced damage received by 33% when there's another final trump card ally on the team. I mean, that's very easy to do with the other Super Saiyan 3 characters and stuff. So that means he's going to have, what, 58% damage reduction. Gets a bunch of defense on hit. Because my hope for him was that he was going to be a solid slot 1 unit. So that does seem to be the case. Which is good. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow. So he's a rainbow orb changer. Plus an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained. So good LR ability, getting extra key with each key sphere. Additional attack and defense 100% when key is 12 or more. Additional 77% attack and launches an additional super when key is 18 or more. Then he gets 77% attack and performs a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. He also has high chance of an additional defense 777% within the same turn when receiving a super attack. Reduces damage received by 44% temporarily and counters with ferocious power when receiving a Ki Blast super attack. Wow. So he can counter Ki Blast supers only. He gets an extra 44% damage reduction. So if he has that 58%, if you have a final trump card ally on the team and it's within the 5 turns from his entry turn, that means he has 100% damage reduction from super attacks. But also there's a high chance of additional 777% defense. But that means that with the 58% defense that he was already going to have, if he gets an extra 777% when taking that hit, that means he should tank like most supers, as long as he actually gets that buff, but it's only a high chance. So that's very interesting. Then he has an active skill, Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack. Can be activated after he receives 3 or more attacks or when there's another final trump card ally in the same turn from turn 4. So very easy. Again, you want one of those allies for the condition for his passive anyway. And then massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage to the enemy and gives him 77% extra defense. So on the active skill turn, he's also going to be insanely tanky. So yeah, if you take 3 hits in turn 1, you can then just use it on his second turn. Is it 58%, isn't it? It's 20 to, oh yeah, 55. I can't add. 22% plus 33%. 55. So then when he gets the extra, if he gets that 44% from countering a Ki Blast super, that means it's 99. So he has 99% damage reduction if he gets hit with a Ki Blast super in the first 5 turns. So that's very good. The active skill seems very good, just does big damage. You get guaranteed crit on that turn. Gives him extra defense, which means he'll be even more tanky in slot 1. He's on a ton of categories, which is to be expected, right? With typical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks categories. And then the super attacks. So we've got the 12 key, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy. And then 18 key, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal, and lowers defense. So he's just got greatly raise on both supers, which is good, because any additionals means he's getting the greatly raise again. So he should be actually a really good slot 1 tank, especially after supering. He will just be a defensive wall. But even before supering, he's going to be very, very tanky in slot 1. So, because start of turn with the 200%, and then get 77% when he gets hit. Has 55% damage reduction for the first 2 turns. And obviously the big thing is, with units being tanky in slot 1, the thing we want them to be tanky is if they're going to get hit with a super. So him having the extra damage reduction against super attacks, or getting the extra defense, depending which type of super attack it is. Although obviously remember, this applies as well. So if it's a Ki Blast super, not only does he get 44% damage reduction and counter, but he has the high chance of getting the 777% defense as well. So just to like bear in mind, like let's say in slot 1, and then we can lowball here, like we don't know what, I don't know calcs for him yet, just from looking at his stats. But let's say like start of turn, even if he only has like 250k defense, let's say, start of turn. Then if that high chance goes off when he gets hit by a super, and he gets 777% extra defense, he goes up to having 2.2 million defense. So as long as that high chance actually goes off, because then bear in mind he has that 2.2 million and he has at least 33% damage reduction if there's a final trump card ally on the team, even if you're outside of the first 5 turns. So if he gets supered in slot 1 and that high chance to get the additional defense goes off, then he tanks like basically everything, right? 2.2 million defense plus 33% damage reduction, 55% if it's within the first 5 turns. So there's barely any attacks in the game that will actually do damage to him, which is kind of funny. So yeah, and obviously when it comes to, with him being a Majin Buu saga category leader, if we look at, I'm just bringing it up here in game, if I bring up Majin Buu saga and final trump card, then we've got some of the bigger characters that we use nowadays. We've got the Dragon Fist Super Easy A Goku. Obviously TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is on there. The currently buffed Int Super Saiyan 3, the Int Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. Dragon Fist Goku, who obviously was recently added to the category and is one of the best link partners for the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku anyway. STR Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. The 8-year duo. Like, there's a lot of final trump card characters on Majin Buu Saga, and you only need one of them on the team, so that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at his animations here as well, because those have been posted. I'm not sure what the volume is going to be like on these, so let's go ahead and pause the OST and take a look at his animations. This will be the counter. Oh, so he actually gets hit by it, yeah. I wonder if that would be like the K, like it's if you it's not technically like a KO screen, but like if you finish them off with that attack, that will be the KO screen basically. So that's pretty cool. All right, so his animations, I would say they're not anything like super crazy, but they certainly are good. He doesn't have an intro, but obviously we saw there's no intro buff thing in his passive. It's quite interesting because isn't he the first character, like he, rather than countering the super like Gogeta's do, where you don't actually take the super, you just get the cut in, like show up, and then like you do your counter animation, but he actually gets hit by the super because obviously he gets that buff, gets the damage reduction if it's a Ki Blast one. So you get hit by it, you get the 44% damage reduction, and then you do this as the counter animation, which is certainly interesting. So I think he is the only character that counters supers like that, right? Because it's not, in a way, it's almost not a counter, is it? It's just like a retaliation attack because you still get hit by the super. But yeah, you get 44% damage reduction. If you have a final trump card ally on the rotation, then obviously it's going to be, what, 77% damage reduction he has, plus all the defense he gets, like from taking the hits and everything anyway. So he actually seems really good, which is unfortunate because, of course, in this time slot, he's probably going to be a fairly easy skip for a lot of people. Let's put the OST back on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks down below in the comment section. We do also have, I think someone said they posted the details for JIREN. Yeah, so JIREN's details have been posted as well. So JIREN, this does actually really make it seem like he's just going to be on Gotenks' banner. Because unless they just drop both the banners on the same day, it's kind of weird that they tweeted his details out at the same time as Gotenks. So that was the thing we've talked about a few times, that like would be a super good thing for the player base for JIREN to just be on Gotenks' banner for global and not have his own separate banner. I was very skeptical that they would do that, but that does kind of seem like it could be the case. Because it's interesting that they've tweeted out all the stuff on the same day. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. He does seem incredibly good. Will you be summoning? If JIREN is on a separate banner, would you summon? If they're on the same banner, I know people who were patiently waiting for JIREN. This is the absolute major W, right? Because you have the chance to get Gotenks as well, who seems incredibly good. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.